one of the most important wins in Inter Miami of the season. Absolutely very important. And with this win alone, not only will be 8 points ahead of FC Cincinnati, mathematically speaking, but also we would have clinched the playoffs. Now, I was unaware, I'll admit, I was unaware this would be the possibility of clinching the playoffs tonight, in which we did that. I already covered that in the last video, which you should definitely check it out. And with this game, we're going to talk about this game solely of what went down. And it's the biggest name. Oh man, absolutely the biggest name of all. It's not Messi. Luis Suarez scoring 2 goals extremely early in the game. And offensively, that is all it took for the game to be all set and done. However, for the rest of the game, there was a lot of adversary. We know how good Cincinnati is, especially when they're putting the beast to sleep, and that beast that I'm talking about in the other team is Luciano Acosta. He is one of the best strikers as of right now for FC Cincinnati. Basically, without him, FC Cincinnati would not do as good. And sorry, boys, the facts kind of proved it. He did play today. He did play tonight in the second half when there was a big opportunity after the first half as well. We're going to talk about that. But before we talk about the game, I just mentioned Luis Suarez. For those who are complaining about Luis Suarez, here's why he was able to play in this game. So, there was questions whether or not if he should be suspended because he didn't participate in the All-Star game. To me, it's kind of ludicrous to suspend somebody for not participating in the All-Star game, correct? Unless if there's a reason, like an injury or just plain out fatigue. I'm not gonna say, don't take my word for it. Take Taylor Twellman's word for it. See, about a month ago, he posted a tweet, post on X nowadays. He said that because of the fact there's fatigue and injury that could have been the case for Suarez, and also to the fact that the League's Cup was literally 3 days ahead of the All-Star game, he would probably not get suspended for not participating. And the league just pretty much said, it's okay. Don't, you're not going to get suspended. It all comes, and I agree with this, it all comes down to the league's judgment. I feel like the judgment was pretty good. Not saying that it's my team, but I just feel like it's just ridiculous how you're going to suspend any player for not participating in the All-Star game, because especially for teams like Inter Miami, you went through CONCACAF tournament. You also went through a pretty harsh global preseason tour, and that alone already takes its toll. And also, not to mention the fact that these guys like Suarez, Messi, especially Suarez and especially Messi, they also went through international duty. Uruguay, Argentina, it just makes no sense to suspend someone for fatigue and injury. So I feel like the league made the right judgment to do it. Hey, again, you don't have to agree with me. I probably expect you don't agree with me. And then there are people that are gonna say, oh, the MLS is rigged for Inter Miami. Like, no, nothing. Like, for us, we had to face a lot of adversary, and we'll talk about that. Anyway, speaking of Luis Suarez, it all starts in 30 seconds into the game. Literally 30 seconds into the game, and it's a goal from a wingette cross to Suarez, and it was a foot towards the center of the box. I'm not kidding. 30 seconds into this game is all it took to get up 1-0 at FC Cincinnati. And then 5 minutes. Well, actually a minute or two later, there was a shot attempt for Jordi Alba, but he misses to the right. But 3 minutes later, another goal happened, and it's Luis Suarez again in the 6th minute. It was another shot to the center of the box. It just strikes through, and he is assisted by Mateus Rojas, who's already one of the hottest soccer players in a few weeks. He's still producing goal contributions. Suarez with his second goal of the game. Second goal of the game. And that's all it took. That's literally all it took for this to win the game. Now, how about the defense? Everything else with defense. We'll talk about that. So, corner kick for FC Cincinnati starts in the 10th minute. Aviles would concede that one. And Giacchini would try to get a header in, but that was a great save by Drake Calendar. And by the way, Drake Calendar was also a big part of the reason to stop FC Cincinnati's pressure from scoring anything. There was a yellow card shown from Aviles off a terrible foul he committed. And as much as I really like Aviles, I really like him as a player. Boy, he is so overly aggressive, and that eventually would lead to the downfall. We'll talk about that. So, in the process of fouling, there was an injury to Pavel Bucha, and he will wind up continuing through the game. He will wind up playing through the injury, which is, I think it's good. But geez, Aviles, please stop being aggressive. Stop being that much aggressive. Anyway, there was an offside for Gomez. That would, I think even if they did score that one, they probably would have called that back anyway. Bucha with the attempt there, saved by Drake Calendar, and a great one as well. Diego Gomez gets hurt. The athletic trainers had to come out and try to help him, and they took a while. It took a while for him to get up, whether it was a concussion thing, but he was able to play through. That's a warrior. Suarez almost makes it 3-0 after the injury timeout, but that was save. That was also a save there by Roman Celentano. I'm sorry if I butchered it. Either way, it's still 2-0 into Miami. Corner kick for FC Cincinnati. That was conceded by Alba. Kevin Kelsey misses to the left. Kevin Kelsey, after the offside from Wingate, tries to get an opportunity. And my God, Drake Calendar with one of the best saves of the season, to me at least, because that was just some heads-up play by Drake Calendar. Able to see the ball where the ball was coming through. He was looking at Luca, Orlano, and Kelsey. That was absolutely beautiful save. Absolutely beautiful save by Drake Calendar. Absolutely. After that, corner kick for FC Cincinnati. Drake Calendar was right there. Kevin Kelsey gets blocked after that. Corner kick for Cincinnati. That was conceded by Suarez. And then things got very interesting and kind of heated because of a rough chance committed by Aviles. He was trying to go for the ball, but moral of the story is, when the fact that the other player, such as Kevin Kelsey, not given an opportunity to try to land or try to field it, that's a yellow card all the time. And unfortunately, he already had a yellow card, and he was given a second yellow, which by rule you have to get a red card, and he got ejected. Ejection card. You are sent off, and Inter Miami face heavy adversary for the rest of the game. DeAndre Yedlin was complaining. And DeAndre Yedlin. Welcome back, DeAndre Yedlin. I'm sure your return to Fort Lauderdale or Miami was pretty special after tonight, right? He gets shown a yellow card for pretty much arguing with the referee with the whole situation that transpired. With Suarez being in the midst of it, just screaming and yelling, and they felt as though as Kelsey flopped, which I don't think which it's definitely not a flop. His ankles definitely got caught off the slide. Rough challenge by Aviles. But yeah, it kind of escalated. It kind of escalated to a heating matchup, and cool heads finally were able to transpire. But make no mistake, Aviles was aggressive. He got sent off, and Inter Miami had to play they had to play the rest of the game with 10 men. And that alone is hard enough. But when you're playing against a team like FC Cincinnati, that is even more difficult than what initially would be. If this was Columbus on the road, it's a L. But considering they're pretty better at home, there could be a slight chance. But remember, the sleeping beast is on the bench. So second half, I was getting worried. Anyway, 43rd minutes for the rest of the game with 10 men. Corner kick for FC Cincinnati. Busquets were able to concede that one. Orellano was trying to get one, but he misses high wide to the left. 9 minutes of stoppage, and this is where the momentum shifted to Cincinnati, which rightfully so. Then there was a yellow card shown to Awazium for a rough challenge, and that was a clearest day foul and clearest day yellow card to Awazium, and Suarez got hurt. He was able to play through majority of the game. He will wind up getting subbed off eventually, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. Corner kick for Inter Miami, the first corner of the game, conceded by Orellano. And Luis Suarez gets shown a yellow card for arguing with the referee, and he was complaining the fact that, I forgot who it was, it might have been DeAndre Yedlin, kicked the ball out of bounds, but the referee thought that Suarez was the one that kicks it, that had that slight touch last, which, no, he didn't, by the way. That was definitely Yedlin. And Suarez has some choice of words and constant arguing with the official, and he gets a yellow card for, arguing with the official too much. So that's pretty much a warning. I don't know. Take the call and move on, especially when you're playing against FC Cincinnati. And the first half ends right there, leading 2-0 with being down 10 men. And for the rest of the 45 minutes, it's going to be very important because we knew this was going to happen coming off halftime. 3 substitutes for FC Cincinnati. Ian Murphy comes in for Giorgini, and then the sleeping beast has awakened. Luciano Acosta replaces Gerardo Valenzuela, and Sergio Santos comes in to replace Kevin Kelsey. But for Inter Miami side, Ian Fry comes in for Mateus Rojas, putting in some fresh legs. This is what I love to see. I love when Tata makes a substitution coming off halftime, because in the Leagues Cup he did not do it, but in this one he definitely did. So we had a little bit of a better chance. But make no mistake, Acosta is in the game. So, yeah, what do we do about him? A bunch of fouls later, we finally get the first shot attempt in the 58th minute. So from 45th to the 57th, not much was happening. It was kind of a boring game. But Nwabado would get blocked. Acosta misses too high, and that was close. 61st minute, Acosta gets blocked. That was a great block. I forgot who it was that blocked that one, but it was an amazing block there. Corner kick for FC Cincinnati, that was conceded by Busquets. It might have been Busquets, actually. Acosta then gets shown a yellow card, and Yannick Bright gets hurt. But he does play through. There will be a substitution in the 69th minute. Nice. Kramashi comes in for Redondo. Get ourselves a little scoring boost, especially with being down 10 men. Sergio Santos would try to get the opportunity on the header, and straight counter, trying to keep it off the netting, and it did, just barely. Offside has been called. Diego Gomez Oh man, close enough, but he misses to the left. With that, it was a great shot attempt there. Santos with the opportunity there, saved by Calendar. I forgot whether if this was the one or the one before, but basically the ball was loose, and they had to clear it somehow, some way, and the ball could not roll through the back of the net. Drake Callen, my gosh, I don't know how that ball didn't go to the back of the net, but it didn't. It'll wind up still being 2-0 going into the 77th minute. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Corner kick for Cincinnati. That was conceded by David Martinez. Substitution for FC Cincinnati. Corey Barrett replaces Noel Botto. Another corner kick for Cincinnati. That was conceded by Wangant. Santos gets blocked. Miles Robinson with that rough challenge to Suarez. He gets a yellow card. Kubo with the shot attempt, and Drake Counter has that as well. Acosta a minute 8 after that. Cincinnati is now putting on pressure on Inter Miami. He gets blocked, and what a block that was. And then the ball went out of bounds. And then now more substitutions. One that I think this is the last one for Cincinnati. Brett Halsey replaces Awazim. And then 2 substitutions for Inter Miami, second and third. Campana comes in for Suarez. There you go. This is why I said majority of the game earlier. And David Ruiz comes in for Diego Gomez. And then there was a handball by DeAndre Yedlin, and then there was some trash talk by Inter Miami social media saying, I wonder how, maybe that's why Miami's defense was bad, because DeAndre Yedlin was coaching, all kidding aside. All kidding aside, though, we continue forward. The game is in our hands. All we need to do is not let them make that crazy comeback, because they are capable of just doing that. Orlando tries to shoot one there, but Calendar has it right there, 35 yards out, and he gets it. Fourth substitute. I think this wound up being a final substitution for Inter Miami. I don't think so. I think this was their fourth. But Christoph comes in for Wingett to put up the defensive boost. Pretty much the game is in our hands. Brett Halsey comes in and shoots, but that went too high up. And Jordi Alba just gets a yellow card for some strange reason. I don't know why. But there you go. 2-0 would be the final score against FC Cincinnati. And this is without Messi. I don't usually comment on some comments that I had a month ago. I don't mean to trash talk, but I remember the comments. I actually remember 2 comments saying, you need Messi. And somebody said, shame on me. Shame I don't have the best Argentine in the league, Acosta. Well, Acosta didn't do anything in this game. So, yeah, no more of that. I do not want to hear anybody else saying, you need Messi. You need Messi. This team is nothing without Messi. You can't beat a powerhouse team without Messi. They just did it tonight. Being down 10 men, shorthanded. And then all it took was 2 goals. Last time, they beat us 6-1 in Cincinnati. 6-1. This could have been a lot worse. But there was no clean sheet there. And while, yes, it was a rough loss, Inter Miami played angry. Inter Miami definitely played angry this one. And I'm so proud of this team. The team as a whole has a absolute family dynamic of the team, who are able to give it to someone, scoring goals, able to find somebody. They have an opportunity to do so, and they're able to snatch an opportunity to do so. And then they can score. But oh wait, we need Messi. The team can defend in a very big pressure, especially against a powerhouse like FC Cincinnati and Acosta, which is pretty much pretty much what dictates the season alone. But oh wait, we need Messi. The team has a formation that makes sense. Busquets in midfield. Grisel didn't play today, actually. But these players, and with the aggressive tone that they have, they're definitely setting the tone for the league. They're saying, watch out, we're coming. But oh wait, we need Messi. Nope, we need Messi. It's just so perplexing that teams and opposition are saying this team cannot win without Messi. But yet they beat Columbus Crew at home. They beat Charlotte FC on the road. Philadelphia on the road. Now, granted, Philly has not been the dominant force of this season. But they also made it to the Leagues Cup semifinal. Granted, we could have been, but But yeah, I mean, what else could I say? And Inter Miami just beat FC Cincinnati, second place team so far in the Eastern Conference. 2-0, shorthanded, at home. They did that. But oh wait, we need Messi. Anyway, I apologize for kind of rambling and trash talking like that, but I've been waiting to say this for a month, and I finally was able to get that off my chest. And I'm not ashamed of it. That's what I'm saying. Be careful with your choice of words, because I believe in karma when that happens. Anyway, not to say that FC Cincinnati did not put a lot of pressure, because they definitely did. But Inter Miami's defense and Drake Callender were one of the biggest reasons why we were able to win this game. And the other part, Luis Suarez. Why is Suarez played this game? Well, go back to the beginning of the video, because I already explained why. But anyway, 3 shots on goal for Inter Miami. 3 shots on goal for Inter Miami. 2 of them were made, and both of them by Suarez. And 1 was saved. FC Cincinnati, 8 shots on goal, although maybe it should have been 7, because Drake Callender saved 7 shooting. Drake Callender saved 7 shots. He saved 7 shots. Maybe it was 8 shots he saved, or 7 shots on goal. Either way, he kept the clean sheet. FC Cincinnati, 16 shot attempts. And only 5 as a whole for Inter Miami. Not kidding you. FC Cincinnati with 19 fouls. 12 for Inter Miami. 4 yellow cards for FC Cincinnati. 2 yellow cards for Inter Miami. And 1 red card. That was to Aviles. And even then, we still wind up winning this game. 8 corner kicks for FC Cincinnati. And one of the concerns was set-piece defense. No problems tonight. Only 1 corner kick for the entire game, and that was in the first half for Inter Miami, which was it? Yeah, first half, very late as well. Only 1 corner kick for Inter Miami. And then, like I said, Drake Callender has 7 saves. FC Cincinnati with 1 save, because Miami with 3 shots on goal, and 2 of those were scored by Luis Suarez. So definitely a revenge game. Inter Miami with 56 points. And more important, like I said in the last video, they have clinched playoffs. They clinched playoffs. And they were the first team to do so this season. Congratulations to Inter Miami CF. Congratulations to the Miami Herons. Absolutely. I think this is their 17th win. 26 games. So 17 plus 5 equals 22. Plus 4 more loss that we had. That was 26. 17 wins. We never passed this at all. Let's get to 20 wins, and I'd be really happy. And then we'll talk playoffs. But for now, let's enjoy this ride. Just having fun as a whole. And then there's rumor that, while yes, we didn't technically need Messi for all this stretch, There's a rumor that he could come back next week against Chicago Fire, but we'll see what happens because international duty is coming up again. Anyway, there you go. That's going to do it for this video. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more content. And Quest for a Supporter Shield is officially on. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content because Miami TVG guys are back. And when he does, he'll be right there with you for your entertainment you deserve. It's Miami TVG. Sign up, folks. Adios.